Growing up, most of us hear the same message over and over again. Be nice, be kind, help everyone. And honestly, kindness is great. The world really needs more of it. But here's the part nobody tells you. Even though it's one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn, you can be so nice that you actually hurt yourself. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but stay with me. A lot of teens and young adults fall into what I call the nice trap. It starts when you think that the only way to be a good person is to always say yes, always help, and always put others first. Teachers praise you for it. Parents brag about it. Friends rely on it. On the surface, it looks like a superpower. You become the person who never disappoints anyone. But here's the truth. Being too nice doesn't just exhaust you. It can make people respect you less. And the ancient Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. The Stoics weren't against kindness. They weren't emotionless statues like the memes sometimes suggest. Instead, they believed in strong, wise kindness, the kind that helps others without destroying you. They taught that every positive trait, even kindness, becomes dangerous when it goes to an extreme. Let me put it this way. Imagine your kindness is like a phone battery. When you give too much energy to everyone, all the time, without taking a break, you end up drained. And what happens when your phone dies? It can't help anyone, not even you. Same thing with people. But here's where it gets even trickier. When you constantly give, some people start expecting it. They stop appreciating it. They think your time, your attention, your help, all of it is unlimited. And suddenly, you're not being kind because you want to be. You're being kind because you're scared to disappoint people. That isn't kindness anymore. That's self-sacrifice. And the Stoics warn about exactly this. They believe that a person who gives too much loses the most important thing they have, self-respect. Think about it. If you don't respect your own boundaries, why would anyone else? This is why the Stoics taught a different approach, one that most people today still don't know about. They said that kindness should never make you weaker. It should never make you feel used. And it should never force you to become someone you're not. Kindness should be a choice, not an obligation. So in this first part of the story, here's the key message I want you to take with you. Being a good person doesn't mean being a doormat. Being kind isn't the same as letting people walk all over you. And being too nice can actually be the reason people stop respecting you. In the next part, I'll show you exactly why this happens and how the Stoics explain the hidden dangers behind excessive kindness. Now that we've uncovered the myth of being too nice, it's time to look deeper into the real dangers that the Stoics warned about. And trust me, these dangers are not obvious. They sneak up on you slowly, quietly, until you don't even notice what's happening. Let's break them down one by one. When niceness erases your boundaries. This is the biggest danger, and it hits young people hardest. When you're always trying to be kind, it becomes way too easy to say yes to things you don't want to do. You say yes to help with homework, even when you're exhausted. You say yes to hanging out, even though you need time alone. You say yes to favors, even when they drain your energy. And here's the scary part. The more you say yes, the harder it becomes to say no. Over time, other people stop asking. They start expecting. Not because they're evil, but because you've trained them to think you'll always agree. Your kindness becomes a default. The Stoics believe that this was the moment when a person loses control of their life. Not because someone took it, but because they never protected it. To the Stoics, boundaries weren't selfish. They were a sign of wisdom. Helping too much makes others weaker. This one is surprising. We often think helping someone all the time makes us good. But the Stoics saw something deeper. When you solve every problem for someone, you actually take away their chance to grow. Instead of teaching them how to manage life, you're doing it for them. And they become dependent, not stronger. Think about it like carrying someone everywhere they go. At first, it feels helpful, but soon their legs become weak because they never use them. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, believed that true kindness builds strength, not weakness. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do is let someone figure things out themselves. People respect strength, not unlimited kindness. This one hurts, but it's true. When you're kind without limits, people stop seeing your kindness as something valuable. They treat it like something they're entitled to. The Stoics understood human nature well. People do not value what they get too easily. If you give endlessly, people forget the effort behind your actions. If you're always available, people assume you always should be. If you never complain, people assume you're never tired. Kindness without boundaries becomes invisible. The Stoics believe that respect comes from balance, being kind but also being firm, being helpful but also standing your ground. They taught that the strongest people are not the ones who say yes all the time, but the ones who know when to say yes and when to say no. When kindness turns into exhaustion, the final danger is something almost everyone feels at some point: burnout. You feel tired, not physically, emotionally. Your kindness becomes heavy, like carrying a backpack full of other people's problems. The Stoics believed that emotional exhaustion was a sign that your kindness was no longer healthy. Kindness should feel warm, not painful. It should energize, not drain you. And if it's draining you, that means something is out of balance. So, the Stoics warn us about 4 things: losing boundaries, weakening others, losing respect, and losing yourself. But here's the good news. In part 3, I'll show you how to practice strong, wise, powerful kindness, the kind the Stoics believed in, the kind that makes people respect you, not use you. Now that we've uncovered the dangers of being too nice, it's time for the most important part: learning how to practice kindness that makes you stronger, not weaker. The Stoics didn't want people to stop being kind. They wanted people to be wise, balanced, and respected. So in this final part, I'll show you the Stoic method of building strong kindness, a kindness that protects you while still making the world a better place. Kindness with self-respect. The Stoics believe that every good action begins with one thing: respect for yourself. You can't be truly kind to others if you constantly ignore your own needs, your time, and your energy. So the first rule is simple: don't get what you don't have. If you're exhausted, say no. If you're overwhelmed, take a break. If someone keeps taking advantage of you, step back. Kindness that destroys your well-being isn't kindness. It's self-neglect. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person must protect their inner peace as carefully as a treasure. And that means only giving when you can give without losing yourself. Kindness with boundaries. Here's something young people especially need to hear. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a person with limits. Stoics believe that boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines for healthy relationships. Boundaries teach others how to treat you. Without them, people guess. And when people guess, they often get it wrong. A strong boundary might sound like this: I can help, but only for 10 minutes. I'm not available right now. I care about you, but I can't fix this for you. Notice something? All of these are kind, but firm. This is the Stoic balance. Soft heart, strong spine. Kindness through action, not weakness. The Stoics didn't measure kindness by how nice you sounded. They measured it by your actions. Real kindness is helping someone solve a problem, giving advice that makes them stronger, telling the truth even when it's hard, supporting someone's growth, not their dependence. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is be honest, even if honesty feels uncomfortable. A friend who only tells you what you want to hear is not a real friend, but a friend who wants to see you grow will tell you what you need to hear. selective kindness. Give to those who value it. The Stoics believe that kindness should be a choice, not a reflex. And that means choosing who you give your energy to. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your time. Not everyone appreciates your help. Not everyone is willing to grow. Give to people who respect your boundaries, appreciate your effort, grow because of your support. This isn't being selfish. It's being smart. Your kindness is a resource. Use it where it makes the biggest impact. Strong kindness, when no is the right answer. Here's a truth many people struggle with. Sometimes no is the most powerful form of kindness. No can protect you. No can teach others responsibility. No can stop toxic behavior. No can save your energy for people who truly need you. The Stoics believe that strength and kindness are not opposites. They work together. Kindness is the intention. Strength is the protection. Without strength, kindness collapses. Without kindness, strength becomes cruelty. You need both. Final thoughts. So here's the Stoic formula for unbreakable kindness. Kindness plus boundaries plus wisdom equals respect. This is the kind of kindness that the world actually listens to. This is the kind of kindness that changes people. And this is the kind of kindness that makes you stronger, not smaller. If you learn to practice this balance, you'll stop being the person people use and become the person people admire.